What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to On the Docks. My name's Jack and welcome aboard the Jack Daniels once again for another episode of Super Cheap and Easy Boat Meals. So what I like to do in this segment is show you guys how to make really fast, really easy, really cheap meals tailored to living in something like a boat or even like an RV or a small space or a studio apartment. Something where just meals are a pain in the butt. You don't want a pile of dishes. You don't want to have to store a ton of food because you are only working with a small college dorm refrigerator. So all my meals here, they are fast, easy, minimal ingredients, and they will save you a ton of time, a ton of work, and a ton of cleanup. All the things that I hate the most. So let's get started. I'm going to give you a little bit of a warning. Usually my meals only take like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. This one is going to take longer because we're basically going to be boiling the chicken marinade mix we have here. And that is going to boil anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. But I'm still calling this super cheap and easy boat meal because all you do is throw it in the pot and let it boil and sit around and drink Jack Daniels until it's done. So for me, it counts. What I'm going to do is show you how to make my version of the classic Filipino adobo, but I've done a few twists to it, made it even easier for you, kind of tailored it to what I like, and I like to call it adobo Americano. Your friends are going to be so impressed. Things you're going to need for this meal: chicken thighs, lemon, vinegar, soy sauce, whole black peppercorns, bay leaves, and rice. I've already gone through the process of marinating the chicken, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Alright, so first thing you do, put your chicken in a bag, Ziploc bag like this, so that it can marinate. We're going to add our soy sauce. Just enough to cover the chicken. Add some distilled white vinegar. I like mine very vinegary, so I'm going to put a little more than most people might like, but you can always add a little more later if you want to play it safe. Black peppercorns. Lemon. You can even just leave the rinds in there for flavor. A couple whole bay leaves. Don't go crazy with these, otherwise you're going to be pulling them out of your food all night. They don't really cook down that well, and you don't really want to eat them, but for flavor they're awesome. Got like 5 of them. Probably perfect. That's it, right, Boo? Garlic. Oh, garlic. Then we're gonna add our garlic. I love this garlic paste is what I'm going to put in there, along with a couple whole cloves of garlic. Stir it around. That's it. Now we wait. Once you've got your chicken marinade mix all put together in your Ziploc bag, you're going to let that sit for basically as long as you want. Usually I'm lucky if I can get it to sit for an hour, but it's been sitting for a couple hours now, so I think it's going to be great. So while you're letting it marinate, you can go ahead and throw your rice on, so that way it's done. You're going to cook the adobo in the same pot as you cook the rice. You can cook as much rice as you want. It's just me. I usually do 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. Usually gives me plenty of rice. This thing here, also highly recommend. It has every single measurement that you could ever possibly imagine for measuring cups, all in one. And it, instead of having like 20 different measuring cups, you can just have 1 cup that measures it all. So I got 1 cup of rice. Whoop. Go ahead and put that in your pan. This is basically going to be the only cookware we use for almost all of my meals, and 1 pan meal pretty much. Put your rice in. You're going to do 2 cups of water if you're doing 1 cup of rice. Check the directions on the bag and make sure that's right. Turn on the fire. Turn up the heat full blast till it starts to boil. Then you're gonna cover and turn it down to very, very low heat for like 10 or 15 minutes. Check the directions again. Oh, boat's rocking. Oh yeah. And we always drink a little bit of Jack aboard the Jack Daniels. So as you probably know, my girlfriend Rona is from the Philippines. I was lucky enough before this whole COVID thing happened, was able to go to the Philippines a couple times and have some of their just ridiculously amazing food down there. Her and her whole family are just amazing cooks. You should see it. For her birthday, they killed a whole pig and a bunch of chickens, cut it up and cooked it in the front yard with like 100 different side dishes. It was insane. So anyway, she showed me how to make this adobo, kind of her like easy way, and I think I've made it even easier here doing it in one pot, and it comes out great. I love it, and it kind of reminds me of the love of my life. While we're waiting on the rice and while the chicken is marinating, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you to, if you like this video, please subscribe. See, and here's the trick. This is why you subscribe to On the Docks, because I show you the tricks like this. You see all the rice that's stuck to the bottom of that pan? It's not gonna matter, because we're gonna cook our chicken in it, and it's gonna all come right off the bottom by the time the meal's done. Tips like that. Alright, so now that that's done, we're gonna add your marinade mix here with all your chicken into the pot. All that delicious garlic and peppercorns, lemon, vinegar, bay leaves. So good. Forgot you still need this. Gonna put a cup of water in there to start. And you're basically gonna cover that, let it simmer for like 30 to 45 minutes. Just check it, even if you have to pull out a piece of chicken, kind of like cut it a little bit, make sure it's cooked all the way. Definitely let it go for at least 30 minutes. Alright, so it's been 30 minutes. We're gonna check our chicken, and it looks good. What I would do is taste it. Don't burn yourself, but if it tastes right, if it needs anything, you can go ahead and add more of these 3 ingredients. You can add more lemon if you think it needs a little more of a sour taste. If it needs more of like a salty taste, add more of the soy sauce. If you want that vinegar taste, which I really like a lot, add a little more of that. And that will be it. And it is done. Turn off the heat. Got your rice right here. Like I always say, if you're a barbarian, you can eat it right out of the tub. I would just pour it over and eat it if that were me, but I'm gonna plate it and show you how good it looks, just so you guys know that I'm making some legit shit here, you know what I'm saying? Put your rice in the bowl, get your adobo, and pour it in there. Oh, smell that fresh garlic. There you have it. Adobo Americano. Super good. Super easy. All you need to do is marinate the chicken with basically all the ingredients. Cook some rice, 10 minutes, and then boil the chicken marinade with a little extra water for like 30, 40 minutes. Done. So, hope you guys like it. Subscribe, as always, and stay tuned for more cheap and easy boat meals. Thank you guys. See you next time.